Starting this month, each month I'm going to be looking at a different indie Japanese horror game to hopefully bring it some new eyes that otherwise wouldn't get to experience the game due to the language barrier. And this month we're going to be looking at a game I've actually played briefly on the channel before, Naito Apartments. If you watched that video, then you may remember me talking about wanting to explore it further because the lore in the game looked really fascinating. Well, here we are. And to kick things off, we're going to review it. So buckle in and let's take a look. Naito Apartments is a game you can play for free right now, and it was first released on April 23rd, 2021. You can find a link to it in the description if you want to check it out for yourself. It's the third game from this particular creator, and I've played both of their earlier games on this channel before, Albtraum and Ieji. Naito Apartments was made with the Wolf RPG editor, and it's one of those rare horrors that suits my tastes quite well. There are no chase scenes here, which seems to be the norm with RPG Maker games, nor are there even any enemies. You can't die in this game. At least not in gameplay, anyway. You play as Suzuhara Honoka, a writer for a lowly occult magazine. She has just moved to a new apartment, and the rent was super cheap. This is naturally suspicious, because the place comes with a separate bath and toilet, free Wi-Fi, it's close to the station, and there was no down payment either. Yep, it's a Jikobukken, an apartment with a shady history. The real estate explained this to her beforehand, but considering her job, well, it's perfect, isn't it? Why wouldn't an occult writer want to live in a haunted apartment? But Honoka doesn't believe in the supernatural, despite, or perhaps because of her job. Hey, sounds just like me. But her boss wants her to write an article on the place, seeing as she lives there now. It's known for all sorts of accidents, weird occurrences, and suicides. What could be causing them to happen? Why is the building haunted? That's what we're here to find out. The game starts by instructing you to introduce yourself to the landlord. He can be found downstairs, and things are cordial enough until Honoka is about to leave, and the landlord gives her a warning. Or rather, two warnings. First, she mustn't go on the roof because it's dangerous. Kids from the neighborhood like to play up there, so the door to the roof is now locked. Second, he asks her to refrain from investigating the apartment. Strange rumors have been spreading recently, which have put him in a rather tough spot, so he'd rather things not get further out of hand. This is going to be tough considering why Honoka is there, and she promptly ignores him and heads out to start asking people about the place. This makes up the bulk of the game. As I mentioned earlier, there are no enemies and no possible way to die. Instead, it's an exploration game, and you're tasked with talking to everyone you can find to uncover what exactly is going on at this strange apartment. And things get even weirder when the landlord is stabbed to death on Honoka's second day by another resident, and no one seems terribly fussed by it. After all, he'll be back soon enough. Wait, what? They tell her she'll understand soon enough as well. And that's the name of the game. Talk to everyone you possibly can, listen to their stories, and piece them together to figure out what's going on at the Naito Apartments. There are 4 endings to this game, depending on how many pieces of vital information you gather. 1 to 3 will give you the first ending. 4 to 6 will give you the second ending. All 7 will give you the third and, arguably, the true ending. And none will give you the bonus 4th ending. If you want to get all 7 pieces of information, then you really do have to talk to everyone, because if you don't, then some won't show up on later days. And on that note, the game takes place over 4 days. Each day you're free to walk around and talk to whoever is available. And if you've done all that can be done, then the game will, on occasion, automatically send you home to wake up on the next day. You can, however, end the day earlier if you wish by returning to your apartment and going inside. This will also end the day and move you forward to the next one. The people you can interact with are, of course, different each day, so you need to check everything thoroughly. The map isn't very large though, so it's honestly hard to miss something. You pretty much have the apartment, the left, right, and above it, and then 2 further screens, one of the street and one of the convenience store. That's it. And depending on the day, the way behind the apartments might be blocked as well. Best check that while you still can. I'll be doing a full story explained video, so check back for that soon. But needless to say, something not quite right is going on here. Is the apartment itself the problem? Or perhaps the landlord? Or maybe something else entirely? Only one way to find out. Probably the thing I enjoyed most from this game is the various short stories it peppered into the gameplay. When you talk to people and ask them about the apartment, some of them will tell you an actual short scary story they've heard about the place, and they're all wildly different. They're basically free kawabanas within the game, and they're not very long either, so you don't have to sit there clicking for 5 minutes when you'd rather be playing. They last maybe 30 seconds to a minute at best, and they're all fascinating. Some are entirely unrelated to anything else in the game, while others will lead directly to one of the various endings you get. Variety is the name of the game, and I love variety. The game page suggests that reaching a single ending will take you anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes, and that's not too far off the mark. You can get the 4th ending in just a few minutes by doing basically nothing, while the longest ending can take you maybe 20 to 30 minutes, depending on how much you look around and check every nook and cranny. If you want to get all 4 endings, you're looking at anywhere from 45 minutes to maybe an hour. But it's worth it, because each ending adds a little something until you finally get the true ending that reveals just what the heck is going on here. And it doesn't disappoint either. But check back for the story explained video to find out exactly what is, or isn't, haunting this apartment building, and the strange landlord who can't die. Or rather, keeps dying, over and over again. Being that this is a text-heavy game, you're probably not going to get much out of it unless you speak Japanese. All you do is talk to people, so there's no real gameplay to it other than that. But that's why I'm covering it here. Still, if you do want to poke around the game for yourself and at least explore the world, as I said, the link is in the description, so go give it a little love. Overall, I really enjoyed this game, and I'm glad I finally dove in to uncover everything it had to offer. Please look forward to some of the videos I'll be posting this month from the game. But until then, stay safe and I'll see you again next time.